What's going on, guys? Captain Matt here from Florida Sport Fishing. I'm here with Captain Carlos.
Good morning.
Welcome to Kite Month. For the next few weeks, once a week, we're going to offer up a helpful kite tip. So by the end of this, you'll be able to fly your own spread. It looks complex if you're not familiar with it, but let me tell you, it's a lot simpler than you think. And if you get the little details down with a little bit of practice, a little bit of knowledge, you'll be just fine.
And patience.
And patience too.
A little bit
You're
of
not going to get it on the
patience.
first try, but it's a very helpful tactic, especially right now, but throughout the entire year. So let's start with the kite itself. That
Sure.
may be the most important aspect of this whole thing.
You're not going to kite fish without a kite.
If you got to pick one kite, we like the SFE. This is the standard. It's rated for 5 to 25 miles an hour of
Yep.
wind. So on most days, you can fish this kite. Even on a low wind day, you can add a helium balloon. That's more advanced. We don't have to worry about that now. But if you got to buy one kite, this is it. This is going to last you a long time. Take care of it though. Give it a nice, rinse. Store in a cool, dry place, just like all of your other gear, because it can get really brittle. This kite I've had for years now, and it still works, but because I took care of it.
Right.
Now, to actually fly it, what are some of the technical things that you got to look out for?
Okay, so first off, on the back part of the kite, okay, where we have our spars, they're made out of carbon fiber. That's what allows the kite to get up quickly. They don't weigh anything, but they're very strong, but they can be also very brittle. So again, going back to the maintenance thing, take care of them, be careful. When you connect these, okay, you need to make sure that when you connect the spars, when these back lines, these drops, they're lined up with the back part of the spar. If they're wrapped around the spar, the kite isn't going to fly properly. So that's one tip that you need to be aware of when you connect the kite, okay? On the front, you got the bridle. This bridle right here is just a way that you can adjust how the kite is going to fly, depending on the weight of the baits that you're using, the size, the profile, and obviously the wind, how much wind you have to work with. So you want to adjust this bridle depending on those factors, okay? This is going to be your best friend when you're kite fishing. Also, going back to the maintenance that Matt mentioned, you want to make sure that when you're done kite fishing, a nice little light spray of the kite and your tackle is all you need. You don't need to douse this thing,
Right.
all right? Just a nice little light mist that's going to keep your barrel swivels, that are connected here to the bridle, nice and tuned up and ready to go for the next trip, all right? That's it. I mean, those are some of the basics as far as the kite goes. We'll get into more detailed stuff,
For sure.
as this progresses, but those are going to be your principles there. So.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week with another tip.